And we are live. Potato and all. Potato.
What's going on, guys?
No, not that. Oh, my God. There we go.
All right, guys. What is up, beautiful people? It's Wolf Brother Mythos.
I am Freak, and welcome to the Potato Show. Yay!
The Potato Show, indeed. Oh, what a start. What a start. Pirate Queen, you are up late, my friend. Good to see you. Or early. I guess that could go either way.
Roll anyway around here.
We've got Darklight Dreamer, Marcos Castellanos. Yeah, that's the same name as the detective on Evil Within. We got the Pale Orc.
Pale
Orc.
Oh,
And yes, I know you're going to ask, we do have your goodies tonight, my brother. Working on a third kill tank. That's awesome. Got Brother Archer, our Smash Captain. James Meeks in the chat with them cheeks.
slapping them, baby.
It's good to see that Freak made bail and parole today at the same time.
I hobbled as fast as I could here.
Oh, man. It's okay. The bow tie can't hurt you anymore.
Oh, it made
Oh,
me
my
wear that
goodness.
thing. I was screaming, and it was just a blur. But it's all in the past. Past that.
And Richard Smith here, too. Pirate Queen says both. Why not both? I don't know. I don't know what commercials they have in the UK. I don't know if that joke makes any reference over there. But Richard Smith, good to see you guys. I'm so excited to see you guys. I'm definitely happy to see the family.
Welcome back, by the way.
I appreciate that. I'm going to admit, I have not necessarily been in a very social place for the last couple weeks. So you guys have probably noticed I haven't commented in as many videos. I've kind of been ignoring my group chats, and in some cases, and I apologize, PMs and DMs that, have been sent my way. I've been feeling a little antisocial. And
Mythos, I just wanted to let you know that I did let the whole group know that it was pretty much all due to the trauma of taking that nasty spill off the pole, the dance pole at Chippendale. So it's okay. There's no shame. The backflip, I know it was awful, but I got to give it to you, because even when it was over, even when your neck was twisted, you did this.
Stuck the landing, right?
Stuck the landing. And I'm like,
yeah.
I was like, give it up, give it up, throw him some change. So,
Yeah, those poles get greased up pretty well. In the spirit of the antisocial, I was actually lurking and watching the show that night. So I actually heard you or watched you tell everyone that. Oh goodness!
but in truth,
Oh, but I didn't watch. I didn't get to check the entire show because I was with a lot of. Oh goodness! I am so blurred out. I was with a lot of family that night, but I did catch the beginning and the end of the show. I just wanted to make sure the show was going okay.
you have a pretty hand.
That's why I do the whole YouTube thing, is I'm trying to get a job as a hand model. Everybody thinks I'm checking my camera all the time, but I'm just auditioning. So I have zero hobby update, guys. My hobby motivation has just been completely gone. So I've exactly what you saw me do last time on stream, and when I put up pictures on Instagram, that's literally all I have done. I actually packed the models, took them to a couple of mega knobs, because they're chunky and travel easily without breaking. I packed them. I took them with me. I took a handful of paints. In fact, I still got right here. I haven't even bothered unpacking my paints yet. They're still in my little plastic travel bag, just because I have not had the hobby mojo lately, guys. So I got no update for you. In fact, there's a couple times where I was like, well, I just don't feel, I don't feel like hobbying, so maybe I'll play a game. And then I sat there on the couch and actually didn't bother to put in any video games because I didn't feel like doing anything. Aside from the night where we played a little Phasmophobia. So I guess just my motivation's just been checked out.
I can relate.
Stuff getting on top of us all at the minute. I think Mythos, big loves, brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. And I appreciate you guys. And of course, you know, and I know it was mentioned a bit last week, but for those who don't know, you know, my amazing grandfather passed away Sunday before last. I did thankfully get to be there for the end, but you know, it was just a lot to go through and a lot of spending time with the family after that. I appreciate Freak holding down the fort and Brother Oni as well. And, you know, I'm slowly easing back into it, guys. So if I'm not as high energy tonight or, you know, my usual verbose self, you know, it's just I'm still in the process of coming back out of my shell, guys. I got a couple of pictures. If you guys don't mind seeing them, I'd love to share them with you guys.
Hey, nothing. It's all good.
Yeah, nothing too personal. You know, I didn't bring a picture of the casket or anything for anyone who's worried about that, but it's just a couple of things to kind of show you guys. So for those of you who may not know, I'm biracial. So I'm half American and half Thai. And so the services, because my grandfather was the one to unite East and West. He was, you know, the American soldier who married a beautiful Thai woman 45 years ago. And so, you know, it was a bicultural service because they lived a bicultural lifestyle. So we had a traditional, you know, American funeral, but we also had some Buddhist ceremonies going on. There was 5 nights of ceremony. And then there was a celebration of life feast on the 6th day. So it was pretty interesting.
Most of it was actually a Thai type of funeral, right, Mythos? I mean,
yeah. So the wake was Thai. It was 3 nights of ceremony for the wake. Mm-hmm. And the monks actually came to my grandparents' house. And, you know, we rearranged the whole living room to make it kind of an open space, and the monks sat there and, you know, prayed and offered blessings, and they did that for 3 nights, and you know, there was a whole lot of ceremony with it. It was interesting to learn a little bit about, you know, the culture from that side of the family. On the Thursday, it was all preparation, and on the Friday was the actual funeral. And then Saturday morning was the celebration of life feast, where we actually got to, I say have breakfast with the monks, but you know, the monks all eat, and then we get to eat. You know, we don't eat at the same time as the monks, but it's still kind of breakfast with the monks. So it was really interesting.
Okay. Go ahead and go into the photos.
So here's one of the memorial display stands there that we had at the funeral home. Of course, like I said, I didn't want to take any pictures of the inside. I didn't want to, you know, get that personal. But you can see this here is by my grandfather's medals from the Air Force. And then on the left there, he was actually part of the team that created the F-117A Nighthawk stealth fighter.
Nice.
And so, you know, and that's actually what one of those medals is for. So they, you know, that was part of, he was buried, or he was not, he was cremated with military honors. And that was one of the things that they wanted showcased was, you know, his contribution to the country. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so that was part of the display there. Big loves to you guys too. Thank you all so much for your wonderful words. This was the celebration of life feast where we actually got to have breakfast with the monks. That was really interesting. It's interesting. Okay, so a couple of things. It's interesting to watch, you know, the monks, you know, these holy men, you know, that are so mysterious to me, but seeing them sit down and eat, you know, like normal people. I don't know why. This is fascinating, but I just really enjoyed, you know, watching, and I actually got to help out with a lot of the ceremonies too. So I felt pretty cool. Oh, well, I'll show you guys in just a second, but that was pretty interesting. Little cool tidbits. Apparently the monks can only eat one time and it has to be between sunrise and noon, and they can't eat after noon. So that was pretty cool. This is that's my mom making offerings to those every night. One of the family members would make an offering to each of the monks. So that's my mom there giving an offering to one of the monks right there. They had just done the prayers and stuff like that. And this was just after the prayers and stuff. So you can see the one on the left there. He's kind of in the middle of talking, and I don't remember which. Actually, I think that was the first night, and kind of, for lack of a better term, his speech or his sermon, if you will, was how death is a part of the life cycle and comes to people all over the earth, and how there's nowhere you can go where people are free of death. It's part of the the circle of life kind of process, and how by accepting that death is the inevitable part of life, that may help us better accept my grandfather's passing, and how, of course, kind of the typical speeches, how when the end of one cycle happens and death occurs, it's also freedom from all the things like sickness and pain and things like that. And actually that one really hit close to home, because I was telling Freak the morning after it happened is that I got there in time to see him, but cancer had eaten away at him so severely that he was just really writhing in pain. So seeing him peaceful, I'd always heard the line in the movies, he's in a better place now, but actually that was really came to pass. But I'm going to keep it light, tight, and bright and move on. So I'm not going to dwell on that part too much. But basically his sermon there really kind of struck a chord with me.
I'm curious now, did they do it in English and Thai, or just
No, it was 100% in Thai, so I had to ask my relatives afterwards.
Okay.
Like, what did he say?
Okay, that's awesome. Wow.
Yep, absolutely. So everything that the monks ate or typically eat, they can only eat whatever is offered. So the example my cousin who helps out with the monks sometimes gave me is that a monk could not go prepare or purchase his own Big Mac, but if you bought that monk a Big Mac meal from McDonald's and gave it an offering, that the monk could eat. So,
oh wow.
And this is a little memorial wall we put up in my grandfather's name, and it's got, again, even more of his service medals and stuff like that. Actually, I misspoke earlier. I think the medal attached to that plaque on the left there is the one that he received for helping with the Nighthawk project. But yeah, so just you can see his medals, his accomplishments, basically all of his military service awards and recognitions there. So
he seemed like an incredible man.
He was. I actually, I got to use some of my public speaking skills to give a nice little speech at his funeral, which made me feel pretty good.
Awesome. Very good. Very
cool, Archer. Archer's got a friend that's Thai as well, and they did a few months stint at a temple. Very cool. Anyways, I know you all are here for hobby content, and I didn't mean to bring the room down. I know we try and keep it light, tight, and bright, but I just kind of wanted to share the experience because A, it was, really, really big for me, and B, there was a lot of interesting cultural bits to that I thought, would be cool to learn about. It was cool for me to learn about in any case. So definitely I want to look a little more into my heritage in the future. I did get also blessed by a monk after helping out during the week.
Nice.
So they had this braid, and he said a few words over it while rubbing the cord over the top and bottom sides of my hand, and after he finished whatever he was saying, he tied it off, and he kind of blew air and whispered over it, and that was the blessing. So it was kind of cool.
I'm screwed. I am totally screwed. I'm screwed. Thanks. You know what this means, guys, right? Yep. So Mythos luck level just went whoop, and Freak's level went ooh. So it just
I made sure to put it on the dice hand.
I'm so getting tased.
Thank you so much, Richard. I really appreciate that. Happy freaking Friday, X-Gear Commander, my man.
Happy freaking Friday, man.
So, one more thing, and then, like I said, we'll move on to happier subjects. But one of the things I want to do sometime soon, I think either, towards the end of the year or the beginning of the year, I want to honor my grandfather by doing one of the things that means a lot to me, this hobby craft we do. And I want to get into doing some scale models. So maybe the Nighthawk, the F-117.
Ooh,
and
really cool.
Then also I found a couple of plaques in his military service stuff for the B-52 bomber and a shirt that says Maiden Voyage B-52 with the Air Force logo on it. Now, that wasn't mentioned during, when I was talking to my family about his accomplishments, but he's got the plaques and stuff. So I don't know what he necessarily had to do with the B-52, but since he does have service plaques in regard to the B-52 in some way, I want to take both of those planes and, like I said, do some scale modeling and then paint it up like we do for our 40K style and, just put my spin, my twist and take on honoring him,
really nice,
hobby
dude.
I love so much.
Oh yeah, that would be really cool. That would be amazeballs.
the dice gods are Thai.
Yeah, they are. You didn't know that? Come on, guys.
That's funny.
Get with the program. That's why Mythos does so well.
Oh, awesome! Thank you so much, Phoenix. All right, man. Like I said, keeping it light, tight, and bright, and we're bringing it back to light, tight, and bright. Why don't you tell me about your last couple of weeks, man?
Well, I mean, it's been pretty much work as usual. It's been up and down, same old, same old. I think I shared some of that on a personal level. Last week, the guys kept me great company. We did some painting. Of course, I'm on call this week starting tonight. Yay! So my luck's just starting. No, it's been pretty good. Nina chick finally moved out, so she went into her own place, got a nice little apartment. So she's really happy. We got our home back to ourselves, really nice. So once again, we are empty nesters again. So really.
You're
really
back to walking around the house naked. I got it.
Pretty much, letting it just free flow. And of course,
still let's not get ridiculous now. Still keep on the bow tie.
No, that's just a bow tie. Well, I mean, that's how I came out of prison. I mean, that's the only thing. And the thing is, when I'm running around, you can kind of hear me coming. Anyway, bad experiences. Sorry. So, I mean, but on another level, hobby-wise, not so much painting, because again, motivation has been really hard as well. I really I wanted to change out some things. I needed to change out my keyboard. The last time I played my own keyboard, I brought it, and man, when I heard it, the sounds were so old and antiquated. I was like, oh my gosh, that keyboard, I've had it since 2003. How old it was. Now, typically, keyboards will depreciate within 5 to 10 years. Going on a good ways, right? So we're looking at almost 20 years, of age there. So I went ahead and I ordered a brand new 88 full-size key workstation. Great sounds, beautiful device. And I got to sell my keyboard today. So while I was selling my keyboard at lunch, I was actually, exchanging it for cash. Yeah. My new keyboard was being delivered 30 minutes soon after. So I was like, yes. So pretty happy, really stoked. I got to set it up and play around with it for a little bit. Really love it. There's so much I need to learn on it, but I think it's going to really help with some more amazing recordings, music and stuff. There's different type of style of music that I want to start recording as well, instead of just rock and 80s sounding riffs. I want to do more, really cool, dance ballads and little things like that. Just really cool things. So anyway, so a lot of cool stuff there. Yeah, man, I'm just glad that you're back. Glad you're back in the saddle. I know he's not 100%, but you had the full backing of the community. So yeah, it's we're just everybody's getting back on. So
Jailhouse Blues there, freaks, troop sounds. Wait, where were you wearing the bow tie? Prison.
Pretty much. Oh, what area of my body? Wherever they told me to.
Excited about a keyboard. Nerd. Goes back to painting two little toy soldiers.
Right, pretty much.
It's funny. I'm gonna try and get my hobby mojo back tonight, though. Me and some of our amazing patrons are doing a little hobby painting chat tonight after the show, and I think hanging out with some of our amazing peeps. Oh goodness, some of our amazing peeps are definitely going to help put me in the right mindset. So that'll be cool, guys.
Yep.
If I think I know it was discussed with D and Meeks and Archer, but if anyone else wants to join, hit me up, shoot me a message. We'll probably hang out for a little tonight.
Oh, James Meeks, yes. Actually, for that, they used the bow tie of a Ken doll. So that was the best one for that. So I had my regular bow tie and my Ken doll.
Oh God!
And the bow tie in the south side. So. All right. So there's what?
Oh no!
Too soon?
Oh no! Absolutely, D was already part of the plan. Even though I haven't gone back and commented yet, and I apologize that's part of me doing the hermit thing this week. I did watch y'all's show this week, and I saw D mentioning it on stream, and D was definitely already part of the plan for the hangout tonight. So D is definitely already in.
Because he's got a big D.
Because he's got a big D in his name. Anyways. All right, so that is all we got going on.
Oh, by the way, I'm bringing it back. Bringing it back, baby.
I'm liking it. Yeah. I noticed when I logged on tonight. It's very cool.
No Shave November, baby.
Also last night, Lady Kushranada had a great idea to try and cheer me up with some phasmophobia. So she said, hey, why don't we do some phasmophobia tonight? And so we got in Darklight Dreamer, my favorite Let's Player, and the Freak, and we had a whole little Kushranada powwow on the phasmophobia, and I got murderized. Actually, Darklight and I both got murderized twice. One of them, I was screwing around with the Ouija board. Lesson learned. And
we all were. We were like, hey, you know what? It's bad when it's like, hey, what could go wrong? What could happen?
Immediately, as soon as we started jacking, like usually you get a 5-minute head start before the ghost starts murdering. As soon as we started screwing around with that Ouija board, she appeared and immediately murdered Darklight. And then within like back-to-back, usually after they do a murder, you get a little bit of breathing room before the next murder, right? No, she murdered Darklight. We came upstairs, found his body, and we were still looking at his still warm body. And we're like, man, that's messed up. She put him through a wall. And then all of a sudden our lights started flickering again. And again, they had just left and turned around to go look for more clues. As soon as they turned around, as soon as she appeared, I was already dead. Like she was not playing around.
We need to take pictures. We need to save those pictures to share with the group because your whole body was like fixed into the threshold. I mean, you're like, eh. I mean, when they get you good. They snap your neck and you're like, oh.
Yeah. They
picked you up and shoved your head through the front door.
So when Raz and I discovered as ghosts we could talk to each other, we went back to the house and he stopped outside the door and he was looking at my body and he goes, well, damn, you were so close to making it home free. Just my head sticking neck and shoulders out through the door.
I can imagine, because see, you can talk to your dead compatriots, you know, so, you know, ghost to ghost action there. So I can imagine Mythos dying, you know, turning ghost and, you know, Dark Light like, oh, got you too, huh?
Yep. I did not need that info about my uncle, Lady Dragon. That's awesome. Lady Dragon says, yes, summoning evil spirits and demons is always a great idea.
What was so funny, it was so cool because once you touch it, if everybody touch it, it lights up. You know, the letters light up orange and all of a sudden things just started happening. Lights started going off, on, flashing and everything. And, you know, we started hearing noises. And I'm like, hey, look at that. What's going on? Oh, God, you just killed Raz. Run!
Immediately.
Run! Oh, he just killed Mythos. Run!
Oh. Babe, Brother Ethan says, let's cheer you up. How about a horror game? Good job, Lily.
Hey, it worked.
It did. It freaking
I know what I'm doing. It may not make sense to some people, but I know what I'm doing.
Oh my gosh. And Dark Light Dreamer had me in tears the whole night, man.
Oh yeah, it really was like his commentary from his Let's Plays. It was great.
Gosh, man. It's like everything that was coming out of his mouth. I think, oh my, this freaking Let's Plays all over again.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Kaiju says, evening, you adorable bow-tied rapscallions. What up, my beautiful brother?
Hello.
Yes, or what are we touching? What are we touching that lights up? Is this a new act for the After Hours show? Exclusively for the Hub channel. It's not exclusively for the Hub channel. It's also part of our Chippendales routine.
Yeah, it's, you know, the No song. Oh, no, not that. No, just when you put lights.
Ethan said, let's cheer you up with a horror game. Stitching Out Loud says, makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And actually, yeah, it worked really well. I went into the evening kind of stressed out, but I was rolling in tears of laughter by the end of it. So, also, Freak did know that when you're a ghost, you could pick stuff up and throw them, and he kept swearing, "That's the poltergeist."
And all of a sudden, you know, we're in a truck and we're looking at the. I'm looking at the you know, camera through the monitor, and I'm like so intent, and all of a sudden I see this coffee mug come flying at me like. What the hell?
He's like, he said, "You're supposed to be safe in the truck."
It's like, why is that happening? And then that's when Lily was like, "Oh yeah, that's a new update. Yeah, they can now pick up inanimate objects or regular objects and throw them around." I'm like, great. That's just great. So we were like, okay, is that? Yeah, it's like, okay, I don't know who that is. Okay. Was that Mythos or was that an actual poltergeist? Can you ask him, please? I'm talking to Lily, you know. I was like, can you ask him, please? Is that him or is it? No, that was him. Like, could you tell him to stop, please? You know, it's okay, all right. And then we see like the book move. Okay, was that him or is that? I'm having this crazy conversation. It's driving me nuts.
Oh, and then I kept following members of the team while I was dead and flipping my light on and off. Is that hunting? No, it's just me.
You can actually turn the lights off and on?
Yeah.
I did.
Oh, wait.
Oh my.
I can't remember if that was before it was.
While you were alive, then you would do it.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. When you do, yeah. Oh yeah, you did that a couple of times when we were live. I want to just lock you up with the ghost and just be done with it. See, the thing is, when it starts to hunt, that's what it does. That's the first indication that things are not going well. All the lights start flashing, like your flashlight, whatever you're holding, just starts to go. Your radio starts going in and out. I'm like, okay, it's hunting. Either run or hide. Go, 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 go. So we're walking, and all of a sudden, I see light flashing. Oh crap! What the hell? And it's just me, those going click, 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 click.
Or one of the times Freak was using the parabolic mic looking for ghost sounds, which is really useful for helping find faraway ghosts. But he's like, all right, I think I might have heard something. Everybody be quiet. And so I went,
Okay, so that super sucks because there is a grudge ghost, and it does that. In your ear, it'll go, I mean, and like, oh my God. And it does things like that. It'll go, it'll say stuff like, hi. Oh my gosh, dude. But the thing is, I've got three, okay, this headset, it's right, so it's 360 degree.
Exactly.
No, that's exactly right. And I was like, okay, you jerk. Yeah, jerk, freaking jerk. So he was walking on. Will you stop?
Oh man, yeah. There were many ghost faces referenced last night. In fact, I think half the time,
Yes.
I think Darklight got to where he was at sometimes singing the ghost faces.
He was singing the song.
Yep,
he was singing
as a defense mechanism when things started getting really creepy.
Oh, I tell you, the one that we did not do well was in the asylum. I'm still have to do the research on that, but oh my God, yeah, half the team got wiped.
Yeah, we got really good at the ones where ghosts are in a certain room, and you can plan for that. You can make sure, okay, that's the no. That room is the no square. We don't go there, right? But when the ghost is a hallway monster, it's like, well, there's nowhere safe, because
you don't know where it's going to appear.
Yep. You can't not go into the hallways. So.
Yep.
It was pretty interesting. Commodore, in a ghostly voice, can I touch your bow tie? Spirit box confirmed.
Oh my gosh. It was a lot of fun. It really was a lot of fun.
Okay, so I have no idea what y'all are talking about. More info, please. It's an indie game on Steam called Phasmophobia. It's a ghost hunting kind of game. It's super cheap. It's only like $12, and it's been really popular, especially with like the YouTube community and stuff like that. And it's basically it's up to four people that can co-op, and it's kind of like what you see Sam and Dean do in Supernatural, where they're looking for signs of the ghost, and you can use salt to find footprints, and you can use things like UV light to see if ghosts touched anything, and you're looking for temperatures, because anywhere that's like free, has a sudden cold spike is usually a place where a ghost is haunting. And sometimes the ghost will haunt and just appear and float around, but then sometimes they'll also hunt, in which case they start flickering and they're out to kill you. Your electronics go haywire. And if it catches you, basically they all have the same death animation where they teleport behind you and snap your neck. Yeah, you're playing a ghost hunter. And the primary objective is they give you like a dozen different kinds of spirits, from demon, oni, banshee, mare, spirit. There's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
And usually they're like 3 clues you got to find. And like you find one and it limits which ones it could be. You find 2 clues, limits it further. And usually if you get a combination of 3, that's enough to where it can only be one specific ghost. So, it's pretty neat.
So basically, yeah, you are ghost hunters, and the neat thing about it is that all of the if you ever watched Ghost Hunters or watched oh gosh, what was anyway, so there's a lot of these Ghost Hunter shows, and that's pretty much all the equipment, like the EMF meter, like your spirit box, right? That cycles through all the radio stations really quick, and you can catch voices coming through. You also have the temperature gauge, right? The temperature gauge. All these things work just like they would in a normal realistic setting, and the graphics is actually quite good on the equipment. I found it really interesting. So it's really neat. You have to use all of these in conjunction to try to do this this investigation to narrow it down. Also, you're contending with, there's in the truck, in base camp, right? There's a meter that you can see the level of activity throughout that time. So you can even leave a member of your party in the truck to monitor everything, including the cameras, the sanity level of each of the team members, as well as the activity level. And if the activity level goes to a 10, you're hosed. You got to scramble. All communication gets cut off. All the doors to exit close. They lock. You can't get out. So you're scrambling to try to find a quiet place to hide or run for your life. And it's crazy. It is a lot of fun, but it's nerve-wracking. Your adrenaline's through the roof, and yes, things happen, like you have a little bit of lighting. Well, of course they'll blow the circuit breaker, so you're in pitch darkness sometimes. It's just nuts.
Atlas says, "I will watch the truck." Yeah, that's a good idea.
It might be ghosts right here, so I'll just keep an eye. We don't want any ghosts, giving us a flat tire or anything. Yeah.
D, good to see you, my man. Welcome. Phoenix says she needs to look into this when she has a couple things off her plate. That'll be cool. Hey, we could get you in. We can all do some ghost hunting together.
It's a lot of fun. It is a lot.
I feel like it's a lot more fun with friends. Of course, okay. Confession time.
Uh-oh.
Your wolf brother, when it comes to horror games, it's a pansy. Absolute pansy. Because I'm the guy who stresses out and then doesn't do anything or just gets mad because I'm stressing out. I respond to fear with anger, unfortunately. I'm aware that this is illogical and is not productive and is overall not good for me and leads to a lot of non-productiveness, but that's how I am in horror games. I often can't finish horror games because I just get stuck.
I find something interesting. Hold that thought. Don't go, because I want you to finish that thought. But something you just said, I did not realize. But I would watch these. They're ghost hunters from China, and one of the things, and I did not know this, but it is a custom that if they see a ghost or something, they act aggressively, and yell and scream to actually ward off. And that's what they believe, that they actually will ward off or scare off the ghost by, yeah. But they're scared to hell. I mean, they're literally crap in their pants. You can see the bulge popping out, in their pants, but they're like, blah blah blah, and they're like screaming and cussing at it, but that's. They're responding in anger, and they believe that's that will scare off the ghost. So anyway, I found that interesting.
But so I'm usually terrible at horror games. I'm a big pansy, but for some reason, I think it's just the group dynamic. And first of all, get a little into psychology here. I feel like I've been classified as a codependent kind of person before. I work well in groups, especially if I have my friends around me. When I'm by myself, I'm less brave at things, But if I have a group dynamic, I feel stronger, I feel braver, kind of thing. Anyways, getting a little too in the weeds there, but with my personality type. But saying all that to say, so for me, doing the tutorial with a non-lethal ghost by myself on easy was more difficult than doing a hard level ghost that is very violent and actively trying to kill me and actually did kill me, but in a group setting. Yeah, because I got the fam around. In fact, last night, one was chasing Lily, and I'm chasing Lily down the hall, flashing my lights at it, snapping pictures, just trying to get its attention, calling it its name, because I'm trying to get its attention to pull aggro off of Lily. And then she manages to make it through the threshold of a room, so she's safe, and it turns around and looks at me, and then it disappears. And I'm like, okay, I saved her. It's gone. And then, of course, it teleported behind me and was wrapping its fingers around my neck.
So let me tell you how crazy Mythos is when it comes to that kind of stuff, right? So for Raz, okay, we were in the school. We were all trying to get out. Like, trying to get out. We wanted out. It was just, nah. And Raz ate it. I mean, they took him out. And, you know, we were trying to get out. And Mythos was like, oh, they killed Raz. Darklight Dreamer. No, I'm going to avenge him. And me and Lily were like, no, what? No, we door exit. It's open. Because every time we approach the door, it starts hunting and closes again. Like, crap. So all of a sudden he decides, I will avenge you, Raz. And he disappears. Like, Lily, no, can you tell him no? No. And like, where are you? I'm going to say,
And if you say the ghost's name, it gets pissed off and it becomes more aggressive and prone to attack. I'm sitting there, John Madison, come fight me like a man. They're like, get out here.
Like, you stop. We want to get a chance here. Let me get out first. Then you can go crazy. This guy here.
I failed to protect Razzie. This is the only way to avenge my honor.
Honor is overrated. Stop it.
This goes with Brother Ethan's comment here when I was mentioning that I just get aggressive when I get scared instead of being productive. Ethan says, Mythos, I will stab the ghost. Brother Atlas says, I'll watch the truck. This is a good idea. And Stitching Out Loud says, okay, if you want to be left all alone. Lady Dragon says, I'll stay with Forge. We can keep the truck running for you. It's funny.
It can, I'm not going to lie. Okay. even in a group setting, it can get under your skin because you have all the lights. Of course, it's not very, very bright. These are derelict buildings. You know, some of them. Of course, the houses are pretty. I think that probably scares me the most. Are the actual houses, the homes, 2 stories, 1 stories, because it's very, very close proximity. You don't know at one point, you know, this Joker is going to come into your ear and go, I'm like, nope, I'm out. You know, just, yes, it is in VR. It is available in VR.
It is VR compatible, but it's not required.
Right. But yeah, if you have a VR, you can actually play it in VR if you want. I tried it in, I've got the VR system. The first time I got the game, I wanted to do the training in VR. Now the training, really, they tell you, okay, so there is a ghost. They'll tell you exactly where it is. The ghost is in the basement. It's not a dangerous ghost, but it still haunts. It still will do the same, thing. So, but it's for you to, to train, to check out the instruments, all the equipment, and get to learn how to use them, right? I had the VR on. I didn't finish it. No, because full surround, I'm looking around and I'm watching things move, and then all of a sudden I hear, "Hey," I'm like, yeah, no VR, no. So I had to take a shower that night.
Atlas team, this isn't so bad. Flashlight flickers. F this, I'm out. Hey, several people in the chat agreeing with me, babe. For honor.
Oh my God! Please don't encourage him.
Honor is overrated.
Don't encourage him. He's
Kaiju says, "No, Mythos. The door is open right here. Just get out." You're right, freak. Breaks the door. No escape for ghosts. I'm not trapped in here with the ghost. The ghost is trapped
with me.
The ghost, he knows I'm dead already, right? what was crazy is the one that killed Razzie. Raz and I both had our smudge sticks out, and one of our objectives was to cleanse the ghost. That's why we were sitting there trying to piss it off and get it hunting. We were trying to get one of our bonus objectives for extra cash. Anyways, so it appeared, and you have to be super close, within 2 steps, for the smudge sticks to work. Well, we got in his face. Both of us were in his face. Most of us had the incense like shoved up his nostrils.
It looked like a huge doobie.
And
it was like, here.
And we're like, yeah, we got him. Yeah. And then Raz's mic just shut off. Like, we were both like, yeah, we got him.
Well, you hear this because, and you see the animation. I'm like, he's convulsing. Oh God. Oh, he's. And then it gave us the objective for banishing the ghost, but poor Razzie was dead. It's like you get credit. You know what's crazy is that we got credit for banishing the ghost, but we didn't get any credit for witness a ghost event. What the hell? That I don't understand. You're right. So one of the objectives is a member of your team witnesses a ghost event. We all witnessed it. We all saw this thing.
We both shoved incense in his pie hole, but somehow we didn't witness a ghost.
Oh, yeah, y'all didn't witness anything. The hell we didn't?
Ghost. What does this idiot think? He's Sam Winchester? Who shoots a ghost? These things you will all overcome for $20. Why the living shit are we doing this again?
That's, you know what, that is kind of a thing, because, the amount of money we get after you solve one of those things, you're like, $30. I did that. We lost a team member for $30. What? Okay. So
oh my gosh, one of them was okay. So we had 2 back-to-back cases that were crazy. One, we accomplished all 4 objectives, and we got a picture of a bone. So bonus money there. We got $30 or $40, very cheap. The one before that, we only accomplished the main objective. We didn't accomplish any side objectives. But we got something ridiculous like $120. I was like, what the heck? This makes no sense.
It's like, yeah, so there are times, yeah. So you take a picture of a failed comrade, a dead comrade, for insurance money. You wind up getting more money than the guy who's running and panicking and who's still alive. Why?
Oh yeah, the first episode of Supernatural when Sam shot the woman in white. That's a good episode.
I gotta go back and watch the series again. I mean, they're still making them. They've done. I'm not gonna comment. I do like the first couple of seasons. It's such a great. Oh.
Yep.
Mini Warmud. Holy crap.
Yep. And Big Mech Dan Skull.
Big Mech, because he drives a Big Mech.
What? 11 subs away from... Oh, hey, we are only 11 subs away from 800. How about that?
He is?
That's awesome.
Very nice.
Series finale. Yeah. Well, I won't mention where I am. I'm not done with the series, but I think it was like season 7 or 8 I left up on. When the guy who played their dad shows up, is needed, those 2 characters. It's not a hunting tip, Dad. Came in second in the Hoplite dodgeball game. Very cool.
Nice.
Mini War Mutt, by the way, has been part of a live show over on Rocky's War Room lately. So you can head on over to Rocky's War Room whenever you want to and check out the Mini War Mutt. Been pretty cool.
Bow wow,
I gotta go back
baby.
and watch that. See how you did on the dodgeball. I mean, I can see you came in second place, but want to actually see you do it. That'll be cool. All right, so here we are, Freak. We're a little over an hour into the show. I suppose we should talk about wargaming at some point.
I guess so. I mean, that's what we do, right?
You see this crap? Do you see it? Oh wow! Now you're only 11 from 800. I guess people really responded well to you being gone, Mita. It's funny because we were just talking about this last night.
No, you were talking about it. Oh my God! Here it goes.
I was doing the spirit box, and I kept going. Shh. Are you there? Is there anyone with us? Where are you? What is your name? Are you a frost person or a fist person? And then I went. I can't wait to work with Freak. God damn it!
He kept doing that. Like, will you stop? Oh my God. Oh man.
I need to make that into a comic now. Oh man.
All right. Well, we've got some art of the week.
We got lots of art of the week, which is awesome.
I did promise them that we were going to do a lot of the art of the week, try to get as much of that as we could, and then we do have some news. So
we've got submissions this week from Brother Archer, Brother Commodore, Brother Big D.
Big D.
All right. Big D. Mini Warm-Up Mrs. Emo. We all knew he was going to. Brother Heinrich Botha, submissions from him too. Got plenty of submissions. Lots of art of the week this week. And then, of course, we got 2 articles we want to take a look at this week. We want to talk about the release of the new Primaris tanks that they've been advertised for forever.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
And they look pretty cool. They're basically the Primaris version of Predator tanks with even more firepower and DACA. And then, of course, the Christmas Battle Force boxes. So
very nice. Okay. All right. Well, here we go, y'all. Let us transition to Art of the Week.
It's the enigma of Freak. Who is this man? Why is he called Freak? Where is he going to wear that bow tie?
I will never tell. Actually, it's pretty easy to find. Well, no, it's too small. Never mind.
Brother Meeks has one of the new tanks. Very cool. So this is the Pale Orc, and it's a little backstory for his Pale Orc character, which I think you might see a snippet of if you scroll down a little. But I love the chain attached to that big old hammer there. Very cool looking. Of course, I failed to put the whole thing out. Let me see if I can find that real quick so I can read it to you.
Sweet.
You can go back to the character, and I will find the quote for you.
Sweet.
So, before the Pale Orc became a revered war boss and leader of the Pale Wa, he was a boss knob with a few bolts short of a proper thinking cap. In fact, you know what? I didn't realize this was going to be written in Orc, so I'm going to send it to you so that way you can read it in your Orc voice everybody loves.
I did not even know that was an Orc voice.
And I'm going to send it to your personal,
okay,
so that way I don't mess with the Art of the Week window.
Okay. Right. Before the Pale Orc became a revered war boss and leader of the Pale Wog, he was a boss knob with a few bolts short of a proper thinking cap. The mad bastard used to love hunting tyrannies, the bigger the better, arming himself with his cracking hammer, an absurdly large warhammer with bone spike that was touched to a large winch system, allowing him to through. Oh God, I can hardly read it. It's so small. Allowing him to to throw his hammer and retrieve it with ease, or if he need to be hit, oh God, or if he need be, he could anchor his hammer once thrown to pull himself great distances. This knob made Marble look like pleb. What do we think? Again, my apologies. I have butchered the orc voice today. I will do better.
It's all gravy, baby.
That's what happens when you're old, because my freaking my glasses, my reading glasses, I don't have them on. Oh, sorry. These are so cool. I love art that tells a story, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the way the chain is attached to the hammer like that is so cool looking.
Yeah, that is sick, dude. That is
also you'll see in the back shots too that it's actually wearing a tyranid carapace.
Yes, it is in the back. Yeah,
yeah,
that's a pretty cool little move there. All right, let's see.
A grudge ghost orc, no thanks.
Yes. Wow, that is so cool. Man, I can see him just launch that thing.
Yeet the hammer and then chain it back to him.
Man,
that would be cool.
Good job to Paolo.
Such a cool piece.
All right, this one's from Sergio Calvo Miniatures. Wow. Oh my goodness.
This is definitely a person who understands skin tones.
Not just that. I think the thing that really gets me is look at the size of this thing. Mythos, it's tiny. Either that, he's got huge thumbs. I'm just saying. I know this is probably the regular size of the miniature, but good Lord, look. Oh, man.
Oni says that's a Warcry model.
Oh, wow.
Also, Oni, thank you for holding down the fort last week, my man. Great show last week.
He really did help me, man. He kept me alive.
Holy crap, this is why I don't watch Art of the Week.
Right. This is beautiful. Look at this. All right. We're going to get a closer look, people. Get ready to burn your brushes. Just saying. Look at his freaking eyes. He's actually... Oh, my God.
Love the transition on the horns there. That skin, though, is the thing that really stands out to me.
Oh, man.
It's time for the weekly burn your brushes. You right. You right.
God. Oh, my goodness. That is incredible.
It's absolutely phenomenal.
Yes. Sergio, you are better than me. Thank you. Okay.
Lady Dragon says, F this, I'm out.
Oh, no, we're not done yet. Got a lot more, self-deprecation. Yep. Oh, my goodness. Black Sun Miniatures, baby. Savage Beauty painted by Vincenzo. Absolutely beautiful. Look.
I hope this dude's daytime job is painting figures, right?
It has to be. It's got to be. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Look at this freaking sword.
Yeah. Even reflecting back some of the dirt.
My goodness. That is. I think I'm going to just go back to playing piano. I'm done. All right, close that.
That's incredible.
I really like this. There is a game that I used to play on Steam called Loadout. And
Makes me want to burn the brushes and take up Russian roulette. Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. You don't have to.
That's pretty awesome.
Wow.
so much character in just the face alone. I mean, the everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at the reflective qualities on that beer bottle, Also, I love that he's got his beer bottle in a grenade
holder,
part of
yes.
his grenade harness. What if you grab the wrong one during a fight?
Hey, you know what? He'll be pissed because, like, dang it.
Only after the beer is like sailing through the air do you realize you threw the wrong one.
I just threw. Yeah, and you know what? He won't be upset that he threw a non-explosive weapon. He'll be upset that he threw his beer. That was my last one.
Meek says that's where he keeps his beer bottles. Kaiju says Brushian roulette. Whichever brush comes up is the one you burn. Oh man, my beer! Can you just imagine? That's the point at which you stand up out of cover and stop ducking away from the bullets. You just stand up looking at the beer you just chucked. Oh man!
Yeah. By then, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, I was gonna use that, but
I just realized I never got my ghost brushes. I just saw an update from Red Beard Boss, and they're still packing and shipping some. So it should be, on its way at some point, hopefully soon. These Wolfguard look awesome.
They do indeed.
Very cool. Love the little diorama that they've done with it.
This is by Darren Latham.
Oh, the Darren Latham. Oh, how about that?
Oh, wow, tattoos.
Yeah, Darren Latham used to be the guy for GW paint jobs.
Wow.
So like all their display pieces, a lot of their box art.
This guy's
That's cool.
Guy's a natural badass.
I didn't even realize when I saved the picture for Art of the Week that this was Darren Latham. I freaking love this piece. I think D sent me this piece. But it's because I said D, watch it turn out to be Commodore. This, I don't know if you remember, this is the orc hero from the Warcraft movie.
Yep.
Duratan, I want to say. Yep. That's so cool. Really well done. And again, killed it on the skin tones.
Yep. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Awesome Duratan. Actually, I want one of these because I really love the Warcraft movie.
I'll have to look for something like that. That is just gorgeous.
That is so cool. Man, I've already got like 1,200 points of bright green skin orcs now.
Oh, you were thinking about the tone? Oh.
Seeing this Duratan makes me kind of want to do a pale orc army.
Oh my gosh.
Because I really, really love the Warcraft movie, bro.
I know. I do too, dude. This is really good. But you know what? There were different levels. There were different skin tone. I mean, you could still make one.
If you remember in the movie, they started out in this pale orc skin tone, and then after they get corrupted by the gosh, what is that warp energy called?
Yeah.
It's babe, what is it? My brain is melting.
What?
They got corrupted by that green warp energy stuff.
Illidan? Oh, wait, no, who?
The orcs in the Warcraft movie. The green came from that green energy.
Fell?
The Fell energy?
Fell energy. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. The whole chat is just screaming at me. Sorry. Thank you guys.
Yeah, I was a little confused. I'm like, which instance of people being corrupted by the green energy?
The orcs, babe. Fell magic. Yes, thank you, everyone.
Fell. Gorgeous work, man. Oven brush, gorgeous work.
So if D and I started a WoW night, who'd join us? Oh man, part of me is tempted, but to be honest, I only have room for one MMO right now, and I can't pull myself away from 14. Oh God, Meeks has busted my balls. You know, the energy. You know the one.
Honestly, guys, I think as Mythos gets older, he starts sounding more like me each day. You know, like is that
a wolf?
Is that a wolf? Looking at the entire wolf army. Oh yes, freak. They all are. Oh, I did goodly. Oh. Go into my corner.
Wait, are we allowed to cuss here? We don't have anything blocked. So for us, it's just the F word and anything that might be on Game of Thrones specifically.
Yeah. We try to be somewhat respectful
here. Yeah. Also because my girls like to watch the show.
Yes.
Which means one day I'll have to explain what Chippendales is.
It is.
Oh no.
And it's not he's not like little cute chipmunks either.
God dang it. Daddy, what's Chippendales? You know what? It's time to go spend the night with Mimi and Papa. Go ahead and pack your bags.
But what if they ask Mimi and Papa?
That's fine. They'll call you.
I'll hand the phone over.
Actually, Chip and Dale were little chipmunks.
That's true. That's
So,
true.
Chip
Big
and
Mac says
Dale.
they're rescue rangers.
Oh God. Chip and Dale were Disney chipmunks.
It's a ride at Disneyland.
That's right at Disneyland.
That's going to be a
That's
weird.
the
bring your
wrong
daughters to
ride,
work day.
man. That's a horrible ride. Don't go to that ride.
Commodore says that's going to make for a weird bring your daughters to work day. Oh man. Oh, we've gone so far off the rails here.
Oh my God.
Okay, so these are still a work in progress. They still need to do the bases, they said. However, I really love that on the goop tanks,
Yes.
where the slime is in their backpack
Levels,
tank
yep.
there, that they've painted in a half empty level, and that's 100% free-handed.
That's so cool.
And then I think the cracks in the glass are free-handed as well. Crap, now I have that techno music and Mythos dancing around the pole with his bow tie. Help me. Hey. You didn't complain while you were at the show. I'm just saying.
Matter of fact, I think he got so drunk, he was the first one to throw the roll of quarters.
That's your problem, Mythos. Did Lily just pull a not it? Yeah, to be fair, I do that to her all the time. So. Oh, the cracks are molded in. Okay.
By Black Arm Miniatures.
That's pretty cool.
And
I'm not used to, because I'm
This is
used to
gorgeous.
the classics, just silver Necrons with the
Yes.
green glow.
Yes.
So seeing the more colorful dynasties always throws me off, but this is really well executed.
Okay, take it a step further. This is non-metallic paint. At least what it looks like. I don't know. It looks like non-metallic. Oh no, it just highlighted with brighter metallic. Looks like.
Yeah, I was about to
Okay.
say, I think that looks like lead belcher.
Jeez, and Pete. Gorgeous work.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. You can't beat it with a stick. Okay, can we stop, please?
I'd throw quarters at Freak. Stitching Out Loud says, not the whole roll in one shot, I hope.
Well, that's
Is
pretty much
that
what they
you hope
do.
Not the whole roll in one shot because you don't want him to be hurt by the weight of a whole roll of quarters, or is that because you don't think he's worth the whole roll?
Well, we stopped thinking about that. I mean, typically when they're yelling at us, they throw the whole roll at us and they aim at our heads. But we're troopers. We've actually we don't get as concussed anymore. We kind of, I don't know. I think we're pretty much immune to it now. So now they're chucking whole bags of quarters.
I don't know why, but that just made me think of the Disney animated Robin Hood, where the sheriff of Nottingham is always chucking around those bags full of coins.
Yeah, that's kind of like that, but they're really in socks. Like stockings, whatever. So they just kind of whirl anything around in a big old sock.
I almost asked why they would bring socks to Chippendales, and then the answer, anyways.
So yes, a lot of people wind up leaving with one sock on.
Coins and socks like Homie the Clown? Homie, don't play that.
This is by Guido Hockman.
Nothing like slipping $1 behind the G-string. There you go, freak.
Oh, I wish. We've asked that, but no dollars for us. They told, matter of fact, because we refused to get off the stage, they actually made an announcement from the stage, center stage, that since we refused to leave, that nothing less than standard weight quarters were to be hurled at us. If anybody had any large sacks of silver dollars to throw at them as well. We made a lot of money that night, though.
Roxas says immune to concussions. I don't think that's how that works. Sure it does.
Well, it didn't hurt as much anymore. I mean, I got dizzy a couple of times, but I still got back up. Let's just say I didn't black out.
Rush Master himself is in the chat.
Oh my God. Red beer box.
Says Friday night stripper party. I'm going to go watch a Hallmark Christmas show with my wife. I need to get this yuck out of my mind.
Sorry, man. That'll never happen. You will have the image of me and Mythos wearing nothing but a bow tie and not even on our necks.
Old ladies have to hold back for the... Oh, my goodness. Anyway, so we have this amazing Black Templar here. Oh, we're so off the rails.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. There's a lot of defibs in that place. Oh, God. This is a beautiful Redemptor.
Rails? What rails?
It's like... Yeah.
So, yeah, this is an amazing Black Templar Redemptor here.
Beautiful.
And the artist, what was the name of the artist, freak?
It's Guido Hockman.
Artist Guido says, finally, this beast mode has rules that fit its amazing presence on the tabletop.
Very nice. Yeah, it looks like it could hurt. We
don't need rails where we're going.
I love that reference.
It reminds me of In the Mouth of Madness. No. Event Horizon.
Roads. We don't need roads where we're going. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's gorgeous. Oh, wow. Beautiful, beautiful. I love the different tones. Okay, so you've got red, purple. You've got like a gray with a hint of bluish, purplish in the back.
That's gorgeous. That's absolutely gorgeous. I love the wings and the sword.
This is NRM Paint Copenhagen.
Roxas says both Back to the Future and Event Horizon work for this show. You're right.
Yep, it works. That's what I was thinking of Back to the Future. I'll be right back. I got to get my inhaler, guys. I laughed too hard. I'm asthma.
I absolutely love the transition in the cloak here. You can definitely see the brighter spots, but all of the depths of the cloak have that much, much darker shade. And you can see some attention to every feather here. absolutely stunning. And you can, I really also love the way the gems effects are done on all the spirit stones there. We really, really, really brought out all the details in this thing. I've always loved the Eldar Swooping Hawk stuff. Yeah, the gleam is really, really impressive. So many great details. And then, of course, you guys know I love power sword effects. As Freak pulls the inhaler from his G-string. Swooping Hawks. Swooping is bad. Plus 50 DKP for Dragon Age reference. Patience, luck, and maybe a deal with the devil. You right. Oh, man. It's COVID times. We all have several hobbies. Why not combine them all? That's true. That's true. Stitching out loud, she'll bring her knitting. Very cool. Very cool. I never learned to knit, but I had learned to crochet once back in the day. Started to turn the corner from a professional show the way it was when it started and started out, then right into the ditch. Yeah, that is definitely appropriate for our show. That is typically the way things go. Oh man, we really went into the ditch hard this time. Oh man, this is the Swooping Hawks. Despite swooping being bad, have always been one of my favorite Eldar units. So this is one of those I would think would be really cool to see if they get an updated Eldar sculpt. That would be really cool.
Sorry about that.
Welcome back, Freak.
Oh, thank you.
Brother Roxas says, now I need to pick with Freak as Doc and Mythos as Marty McFly.
Hey, that'll be our next Chippendales theme.
I feel like that may be more the chat's fault. We're really good at derailing you guys. And we're really good at being derailed. I haven't had my focus attention for my ADD in 3 weeks now.
Oh, yeah. You're overdue. I still have it in my car, man.
I told my wife the other day, I'm like, babe, I've gone 3 weeks without my focus attention. I think I'm handling it fine. I said, maybe I don't even need to keep paying for it.
Oh, that's
she gave me the over the glasses,
yeah.
Like a silent excuse me.
Yeah, I've had that before. I'm thinking, hey, I'm fine. In what universe? Like, oh god, never mind.
I mentioned that the quote reminded me, instead of I said I meant Event Horizon, but first I said In the Mouth of Madness. I love that Kaiju got the reference, because In the Mouth of Madness is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Is that because your road has an old corpse riding a bicycle, Mythos? That is such a great scene from In the Mouth of Madness, that car trip. I'm so glad he got the reference. I mean, it was an unintentional reference, but still, I love In the Mouth of Madness. Holy Mother and her squirrel disciples. That's gorgeous. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
The armor is gorgeous. The helm wings are gorgeous, but then the wings behind him. Everything is just amazing here.
Yep, this is by Brush Warrior, and it definitely can say he is a Brush Warrior. Oh my god.
Absolutely. That's incredible. Absolutely amazing. I love the fiery, it looks like sunset, the color of the wings.
Oh yeah.
Very cool. Very autumn look.
Bagel paints.
This is a Dark Angels Judiciar, and they've swapped out the sword and the helmet for a more knightly looking head, and the head and the sword for a more knightly looking head and sword to fit that Dark Angels aesthetic. They've got, of course, a Dark Angel shoulder pauldron, and of course, I think this little dude comes with Azrael. So one of the Watchers in the Dark, one of the little minions that Dark Angels get. On that one, there was no pic of the back. With the one with the fiery wings, I would love to have had a picture of the back, but they didn't have one. But this Dark Angels one is really cool, and I love that it kept both the Judiciary feel, but also they've done a great job of incorporating the Dark Angels feel into it.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they even did the reflection on the little light system on the arm.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, really well done. And I love the highlights on those green robes too. The shading and highlighting on the robes.
Oh man, absolutely
great. Really gives it a cloth feeling. I hate giving Dark Angels any kind of praise, but this is one of the best Judiciaries I've seen.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh no! I freak out when a model of mine falls off a shelf with no reason. No one slammed a door or nothing. My poor Godzilla fell victim too. I hope the Godzilla's okay.
You better get your house blessed, bro. We were just talking about phasmophobia. You got a poltergeist.
Stitching Out Loud says that those look like velvet robes. Very cool. Oh yeah, it does kind of have a velvety look.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Really, really great work on there. And all the edge highlighting, lots of care went into that. Tons of edge highlighting.
Yes,
the little scratches in the leather really help sell the detail. That's something I feel like never comes out right when I try and add little scratches into my leather. Like it just looks like I got messy with the paintbrush. Admittedly, I only would get better at that if I practice it, but since it always just looks like I got messy with the paintbrush, I tend to skip that little detail there.
This is by Warhammer World. Mystic Necron Tesseract Vault by Polk Miniature. Polk Miniature.
Okay, so yeah, you're
Polk
right. Polk Miniature. There you go. Very cool. I love the colors used here.
Yeah.
I don't normally see a lot of purples with Necron, but this is really, really well executed. Yeah, it's like a purpley in the shaded areas, pink in the highlighted areas. It's very pretty. And then offset by that blue really gives it a cosmic kind of look.
The interior is kind of like a rust look. Really neat.
Yeah, and then of course the spirit inside. Usually it's like a really glowy color. I usually see it as like a glowy green or glowy blue, but they've chosen like a ghostly white here.
Yeah, I like this.
Actually looks really good on it.
Yeah, this is so well done.
And the contrast between the beautifully painted outside and the rusted, corroded inside.
Yep.
Nice contrast. Really stands out that way.
Damn it.
If I did this more, I'd get better. Because I'm not good, I don't do it. Yeah. I mean, I'm aware that's a flawed logic, D. I'm aware. It's it doesn't make a lot of sense, but I'm just me being honest. It's like edge highlighting. I can push myself to do it sometimes, but I don't like the way it looks when I do it, so I don't do it very often. Also, I don't like the time investment of edge highlighting, honestly. I tend to edge highlight when I'm doing work for someone else, but on my own stuff, I have a pretty significant no edge highlighting policy. Again, just really great detail right there. It's like every panel is perfectly highlighted and shaded.
There's water damage. That is very, very well done. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. And it's so subtly done too. It adds to the overall look without just really standing out as water damage.
Wow.
It's really good. A really interesting thing that almost, and again, we always talk about during Art of the Week how we love pieces that tell a story, right?
Right.
One of the things that really interests me that has me wondering, guessing more at the story, why is it more rusted on the inside than the outside? because most things, the outside is where it's exposed to the elements,
Right.
Roxas, the most human statement. I know my logic is flawed. Doesn't matter. That's fair. And again, it is something I will work on in the future. James Meek says, "How is that paint job coming along on Niall?"
It's getting there. Almost done.
Very nice. Very nice. Speaking of things that are almost done, this is a work in progress here of a Primaris chaplain converted up to Death Scythe from Gundam Wing. Really badass. Brother Archer found this online and thought of me, so he linked it to me. And yeah, this is just badass here.
Did he seriously put LEDs in that thing? That's LEDs.
Are you sure?
Yeah, look, on, off, on, off, on, off.
Or is that pre-painted and post-painted? I don't know. Maybe.
It's they're both the same. Everything is the exact same. It's just this one.
It's a Gundam.
That's cool. I mean, that really looks like LEDs. I think he did. I mean, if he did, that's incredible. If not, still incredible.
Yeah, it's just like, where would he put all the equipment for that in such a tiny box?
Yeah, you can get the small LED packs, but still, I don't know, man. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's
Roxas. Both me and Mythos just got destroyed. In the old show Gundam Wing Freak, as soon as an enemy soldier would say it's a Gundam, immediately they'd get blown up. Just like a covert agent, like James Bond kind of deal. He's got to take out the guys before he can report them, right?
Well, right, yeah.
So the Gundam pilots would always take out any soldiers that alerted them, like, it's a Gundam, dead.
Wow. Just wow.
The lighting on this.
Oh my gosh.
I see a lot of this is one of those kinds of pieces I see done a lot. It seems to be like a theme piece where they'll do night, quote unquote, night lighting on one side.
Yeah.
And they'll use the cooler tones. And then they'll usually use a lantern or a torch or fire, or in this case, lava. And so you have one whole side that is the cool lighting and one whole side that is the warm lighting. It's an effect that always impresses me when it's done. It looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks like it's lit up by moonlight.
The old show Gundam Wing, I will fight you. That's fair. That's fair. I meant the still relative and not too distant show Gundam Wing. Oh, speaking of which, anyone, I know I've got a few fellow fans of Gundam Wing here in the chat. So rip to the voice actor for Trowa from Gundam Wing. Was just in the news either this morning or yesterday morning that the voice actor passed away for Trowa Barton, who was the pilot for Heavy Arms. So rip to the voice actor.
This is by Beer Gamer in Barcelona, Spain.
Also. Very cool. Really, really well executed. Love the lighting.
Oh, an assassin. Kieran Coles, the Inquisitorium. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that's really cool.
So this, they used a silver tower miniature and then a head swap for the head, a swap for the gun, and then adding in the sword on the backpack there. And this is a silver tower miniature that they've used pretty much as a kit bash as an Eversor assassin.
Nice.
And I think it looks phenomenal. Like,
ooh.
Honestly, seeing this, if I hadn't already painted my Eversor assassin, I would go look for one of these silver tower miniatures because it really fits the way I imagined it in my head when I read about the Eversor assassin in the Horus Heresy book.
Hmm.
This is so cool.
Wow. Dude, look at the reflection of the landmine.
Yeah, yeah. And glow bouncing off of his
Oh,
legs and boots
man.
and stuff, and the bottom of his pectoral muscle.
Wow. And just attention.
Glow continues. Thigh, the rib cage. Again, this is one of those cool on one side, warm on the other pieces that
Right.
we were just talking
Right,
about.
right. And too.
This Silver Tower miniature here really, really makes such a cool Eversword assassin. Again, seems like a pretty easy conversion. The head, the pistol, and the sword on the back. I think the claw is already there on this miniature. It makes a perfect assassin.
Hmm. Gorgeously well done. Let's make it orky.
This submission is from Big Mech Dan Skull. Oh, God. Mini Warmutt says his models are watching Art of the Week and jumping off the shelf as protest to his paint job. I don't think so. Your paint jobs are awesome.
Goodbye, world.
Very cool. Very cool. I love the use of the different metals, like the darker kind of steel there for the head of the axe, but then like a more rusted steel on the teeth of the axe.
Mhm.
Very cool. These look really good. You know, and I like their skin tone too, and it looks like they were using like the GW recipe, that kind of bright but paler kind of green skin, and it works on them. I could not get the GW formula to work out for me when I tried using it. I just didn't like the way it looked on my miniatures. On theirs, it looks great.
Here's that buggy that Grumpy guy gaming actually did. Remember?
Yep, I think this is the Boom Dacus Nazwagon.
Mm-hmm.
With the Molotov cocktails. Very cool. Love the checker effects.
Oh, these are the same.
Really, really nice work.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just one compound picture for that one.
Okay.
Oh, no, two. Never mind. I'm a liar.
It's the same picture.
Oh, okay. I must have just double sent then. And I think that brings us to the end of Art of the Week.
Yeah, man. Holy cow. Good submissions.
The Great Elstonation. Morning, dudes. Good morning, Elstonation.
Howdy, howdy.
Good to see you, my brother. I apologize for missing y'all's show this week, Elstonation, my brother. Sure was an amazing show, by the way. We are part of the Chilling Network, as you can see in the screen below. And I definitely always recommend everyone check out the Chilling Wargamers live show every Thursday. It's such a great show. All right, so we got a couple articles now, huh, Freak? Oh.
I have to plug that. The Chili Wargamers music. All right. Yes. Articles. EW News.
How much of my plug did they hear? I don't know when the song started.
What do you mean?
Oh, when I was plugging everybody, check out their show.
Oh no! I didn't start until after you were done.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, no.
I just didn't know when the music started.
No. I wouldn't have done. No.
Always ready with the Chilling Wargamer tune. That's right.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Represent
One of
baby.
our favorite live shows out there.
Represent, baby.
Oh, with you doing the finger. Kaiju Short says, "Don't interrupt me while I'm dancing."
That's what it looked like.
Gamecraft Dragon says, "Meanwhile, we were checking out that Boomdaka Snazwagon. Meanwhile, Pale Orc is looking at the Snazwagon going, oh shit, they make one in a kit?" Because he scratch builds so much awesome stuff.
Yeah. Wait, is that the same one? Hold on, I'm trying to find it.
Always meant to ask you guys, what are the lyrics of the Chilling Wargamers theme tune? Oh, we've got the artist right here.
Oh God! All right, let me just do this real quick here. All right, turn this down. Go back to this. All right, let me see if I can read it out to you here. Chilling Wargamers. Chilling Wargamers. Dropping hot painted minis down in a crunch. Chilling Wargamers. Chilling Wargamers. Talking wargaming while drinking fruit punch. Chilling Wargamers. There you go. Now you can hear it in its entirety.
There you go. Street from the freak's mouth. Straight from the freak's mouth. What was I saying? Roxas, I hate that you told me about Kirby Mythos. I'm sorry. But, I definitely, wanted to get, put that out there. Rest in peace to such an awesome voice actor. Thanks, Freak. Now I can hear it. Chili Wargamers sounds delicious. No.
Hey, especially with fruit punch. Fruit punch.
Now I feel that, Roxas. I feel that. All right, so
Good job.
time for some news. And we got some tanks for the supports where we're going to kick it off with. Oh, no, we're starting with the battle forces. Never mind. Just a delay on my end. So we got 6 bottles out. Bottles? Boxes.
Yes.
6 boxes out for the battle forces.
Of that.
I sound like I've been hitting the bottles. So the Battle Force boxes are usually a great deal. And some hobbyists save their entire hobby funds for part of the year up for these Battle Force boxes because they are usually such a great value for the miniatures you're getting. Of course, for the Space Marines here, you're getting all shiny new Primaris stuff, which comes with an Invictor Tactical Warsuit, which is a great model. You're getting the transport, the Impulsor, which is a great transport. You're getting I can't remember which Primaris troop choices here.
Yeah, you got some Reavers, and then looks like you've got what are those guys here? Let me see if I can.
That's the downside. You're getting 10 Reavers in the box.
I knew you were. Here you go. So here it goes. Take cover, blah, blah, blah. Captain and Phobos armor, 10 infiltrators and cursors, 10 Reavers, and Invictor tactical warsuit and impulsor.
Infiltrators, really good, especially for board control. Nothing can deep strike within, 12 inches rather than 9 inches with them. And they get to stealth their way up the board, kind of like scouts. So, I mean, it's 10 really good troop choices. You get the captain, and you get the Invictor Warsuit, which can also start up the board. So this is really a mobile platform move forward here.
Right.
You got the Reavers that can also start forward on the board. And, of course, you got an Impulsor so you can send troops up the board, too.
Nice.
So, I mean, overall, this is a pretty good starter set for controlling objectives. Big square cardboard bottles. Yeah, and Meek says not worth it. This is really only worth it if you don't have these particular models,
Right.
and
It
you want those particular
right,
models.
right.
Again,
It's a great starter collecting set. Honestly, if you want to have something you're ready to go for, you know what I mean?
the transport, awesome for me. The tactical warsuit, awesome for me. The captain and infiltrators, if I didn't already have Shadow Spear, awesome. For myself, and we all know how I feel about them, the 10 Reavers are attacks for me. But again, that's taste is subjective. You know, if you want 10 Reavers in addition to these other cool models, this could be the battle force for you. And of course, if you're looking to play Space Marines in general. But again, for a Primaris Shadow Spear style starter set, this is a pretty good battle force box.
I really like them for the infiltrators. I think that's cool.
The infiltrators are great.
Yeah.
And I think infiltrators would really match the bolter defender aesthetic of your fist too.
I'm thinking I might have to get some, man.
I plan on using my intercessors more for my wolves and my scars, but I think my space or my ultramarines are going to be more this style, the Phobos style with Shadow Spear and stuff like that. That's
cool. So there's a whole bunch of different boxes for each for each army here, right? So you've got Necrons.
So I see a Canoptic Spider. I see with Triarch Stalker.
Yep, Triac. Yep. Triac Stalker.
The Stalker, the Doom Scythe. So you got the Flyer in there. So you're getting some pretty cool stuff in here, as well as things like the Immortals, the Praetorians, and of course, you need some of the troop choices.
Okay, so here's the thing. This right here would kill this here. Just saying. This, ouch. This, this, oof. This, There we go. Sorry. I'll continue. All right. Yeah. And of course,
two kinds of Marine players: people who like Reavers and play Haters. That's fair. And I don't know. I do plan on Freak has 10 Reavers.
Yep.
And after he builds them,
yep, or
one of us builds them, he said he's going to let me
build them,
play 5 of them and see how I feel about them in a game after I use them. So we shall see. Maybe this will be a mind-blowing game that will just change my life. You never know.
Okay.
Astra Militarum. So shout out to brothers Atlas and brother Ethan.
Yeah. They got cool toys. I like this.
They do have cool toys. Although, I don't know if it's because every Imperial Guard player already has like 15 Lehman Russes.
Right.
But I think it's interesting that they've gone with the Hydra tank here instead of a Lehman Russ, which is more iconic of an Imperial Guard force. And in fact, I don't know if I've ever seen a Guard player, and we've known quite a few Guard players, brother.
Right.
I don't know if I've ever seen one take the Hydra or Wyvern.
I've never seen them. Yep. So you've got.
It looks cool, but I've never seen a Guard player take one.
Yep.
The Scout Sentinel is cool.
Yep.
Chimera, every Guard player needs.
Every does a Chimera.
Chimeras. The troop focus here with 2 heavy weapons teams. That's cool. I think that part is good. It's just this tank here confuses. Maybe it's better in 9th edition. Maybe. Or maybe it's the tax unit, like the 10 Reavers.
God.
Sorry.
Here we go.
I'm gonna stop digging at him. I'm sorry. But yeah, so that one kind of confuses me a little bit. If not a Russ, swap it for a big artillery tank. Fair?
Mm-hmm.
And I bet you it probably wouldn't take that much work if you wanted to go start with that Battle Force box. I bet you it wouldn't take that much work to put a Lehman Russ turret on there and say it's hey Lehman Russ, or any big tank turret, and just say, hey, this is my Russ. Just a thought, because the 20 Cadians, the HQ, the transport, and the scout sentinel. I mean, all those are actually pretty good for a guard force, I think. So, and okay, apparently the rules for that Wyvern is horrible. So, according to again, I always say taste is subjective. For Big D's opinion, though, it is a tax unit. The Wyvern is horrible. Wyvern tank has a blast, so auto 24 shots against 11 or more.
Oh, God.
A unit of 11 or more, and can double shoot with the Vigilus book trait, I think. That's cool. They did not want to rebox the Rust tanks. What are we going to do with all these Hydras? Guys, no one's buying these Hydras. What are we going to do? Stick them in the Battle Force box. It's a Chimera body. Swap it for a big artillery gun. There you go. Oh, possibly also rerolls wounds. Very nice. So apparently you can invest in it to get one to work out pretty decently. All right. I wonder if Brother Oni is still here in the chat.
I think he is. He's usually painting, watching us.
That's a good one, Ethan. I said, how are we going to sell all these chimeras? All these wyverns no one's buying. Ethan's like, make them useful. That just that reminds me of the board meeting meme. What are we going to do with all of these wyverns no one's buying? And somebody's like, stick them in a battle force, throw them in a start collecting, and then one guy at the end, make them useful. He's the one who gets put through the window. All right, so we've got Big D, who's starting out in chaos. That's exactly what I had in mind. Very nice. We're on the same page there. Big D seems to like it, and he's getting into chaos. And then, of course, we know Oni's in the chat and plays chaos.
Yep.
So let's see what people think about these. Looks like D loves them. We got some pretty cool stuff here. I love the Great Big Demon Engine. I've seen those used a couple times.
That is pretty awesome looking.
I know in 7th and 8th edition people complained that they weren't that good, but I've always loved the look of them.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like the shooty version. I always like the melee version with the whip coil tendrils. You get 10 Space Chaos Marines, 5 Havocs.
Yep.
Havocs, as we all know, are like better Devastators because they can move and shoot their heavy weapons without penalty. 5 Chaos Terminators. Love the new Chaos Terminator sculpts. Man, Oni had some at our 40K and barbecue. Those new Chaos Terminator sculpts are so badass. I would love to convert those into some Space Wolf Terminators if I didn't already have too many Space Wolf Terminators. Mauler Fiend or Forge Fiend. So it can be the shooty version or the melee version of this big monster here. And a Chaos Lord. That looks like actually a really good box for Chaos. And it's that cool Chaos Lord that came out in Blackstone Fortress. Do you really have enough though, Mythos? Yes. Yes. Right. I have like 8 regular Terminators. I have 5 I've got 8 Cataphracti left and 5 of Tartaros Terminators. I have too many Terminators. All right, the Star Pulse Cadre for the Tau. It's got stuff in it.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shooty robots. See, this is the shit I always complain about. What is the Tau box? What do I always say? Anytime people always say, what do with Tau? I always say, people always do the same thing with Tau. A bunch of drones, a bunch of suits,
yep.
win.
Yep. Oh,
What is this
God.
box? A bunch of drones, a bunch of suits. God damn it. I am comforted by the fact that so far they are bad this edition, according to people. You know, on the tournament scene, anyways. I don't know if they'll still eat my face open for lunch in the casual scene. And see, that's the thing people got to remember is I'm not a tournament player. So the fact that they're horrible in tournaments,
That doesn't matter.
that doesn't really matter to me.
Oh, God.
Are they stormtroopers? So they are an alien race, and they have fish faces. So they look more like, the race with the tentacles on their heads. Usually they're strippers. That's racist.
That's us.
What are they? Oh my God,
freak.
my Star Wars knowledge. Is that a wolf? Twi'leks. Thank you. Jesus. I have to give up my nerd card tonight. Just like all my nerd knowledge is
It's
gone.
just CRS. You're getting old. It's all right.
Yeah. They look like they look a little bit like Twi'leks with flat faces
Right.
and no nose. Can I get some of that towel salt on the side, please?
That's a lot of firepower.
No. Top of turn 4, I tabled. I played a casual game, 1000K versus my Custodes.
Oh.
Yeah, freak, it's no problem. I played a casual game against them, against the unkillable, one of the top tier armies right now. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine because Tao's whole thing is that they're glass cannons and they need to kill stuff faster than they die, right?
Mm-hmm.
Against Custodes, whose whole thing is that they don't die.
Right.
That's a horrible matchup. You can't say, yeah, it was fine.
Yeah, it's not apples to apples there.
Game.
Not apples to apples.
We played just a really light game against Custodes.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hey, honey, what's that other geek thing? I can't remember. I have used that too many times today. Haven't I? Oh, man. I'm telling you. I'm going to go look later tonight and my nerd card will not be in my wallet. All right, so Tyrannid's box. I know at least the very least Kaiju has been looking at getting into Tyranids lately.
Oh. You're going the way of the Zerg,
pretty
aren't
cool
you?
Stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm going to read a bunch of bug names, and I'm not going to know what any of them. Oh no, I know what Gene Stealers are. That's something I
Right.
The rest are going to be completely alien to me.
You know gargoyles.
Unintended.
I mean gargoyles. You know
16 Gene Stealers,
Yep.
10 gargoyles.
Yep. 3 Hive Guard.
3 Hive Guard, and an Exocrine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's the one with the big phallic cannon on its face.
Mm-hmm. The Haruspecs, yeah.
And the Swarm Lord will provide you everything you need to make sure your enemies are dead. And very nice. Oh, that's extra value there. The Tyranid box comes with a model you can't get separately right now.
Very cool.
I don't know what that giant meat explosion is in the upper right corner, but I want it. What is that big bag of flesh?
Must have.
Bug names: Mandiblor, Sheldon, Larry. I understood Larry. So yeah, there's a bunch of bugs that come in the Tyranid box. So that might be your thing, you know.
Yeah, if you're into bugs.
That's not all. Blood Angels. So just like Space Wolves and Necrons recently got combat patrol boxes. So apparently Blood Angels are getting a combat patrol box with that transport, the impulsor we were looking at.
Uh-huh.
With some aggressors. Some infiltrators / incursors here.
See, I like this box
This is a
better
good box,
than
actually.
yeah, I like that better than this crap. I mean, minus the the walker. I really do. This is good. This is some hard hitters. Oh no, I like the walker. I'm talking about aside from the walker, I guess.
You're saying that's the only thing the other box has a leg up on?
Yeah, the walker and the impulsor. I mean, because
you get the impulsor in both.
Right. But the walker is cool, and then of course you got the the really cool infiltrators. That's pretty awesome, by the way. But that is these guys are practically useless. So, but look at this, dude. You've gotten some aggressors, some infiltrators, and intercessors.
I think the Blood Angels box is fantastic.
Yeah, I would actually convert this, and this would be all Imperial Fist there.
And the only thing is that it's the same models, but with a Blood Angels shoulder pad upgrade, which you don't need to use the upgrade. So
right, exactly.
And I think that's the beauty of these boxes, is that they're easy to use as whatever chapter you want.
Right. I like this. I really do.
Yeah, no, I think it's a great box.
You also get
I don't know
librarian too. Pretty sweet.
Yeah. I don't know if that comes with the options or if you just get the flamethrower versions of the aggressors. But either way, it's a great box. And the fact that the flamethrowers are buffed for this edition.
Right.
A lot of people say the Math Hammer says that exception of, people like Fist that get bonuses for bolters. A lot of people say that the fire version is better than the bolter version right now.
Yeah, I hear they're the same things. We'll see, man.
So cool. I think it's a great box. So yeah, lots of cool stuff on the horizon there. It looks like these could be things some of us could put on our Christmas lists.
Christmas. Oops, let me see here.
Our brother Ethan Pyro Presea says, "Burn, burn." All right, so that is that article. Looks like some cool stuff to go on people's Christmas lists. Okay. All right, you want to check out those new
doing it, baby? Oh yeah,
baby. Which, like I said, Brother Meeks already has picked one up. I wonder, and Meeks, I don't know if you're still there. I don't know do you know which version you plan on building yours as? There's 3 that it could be. And I did a lot of talking last round. Feel free to read this one.
All right, so the gladiator is entering the arena of battle. The Archmagus Dominus Belisarius Call has been fervently continuing his quest to outfit the Primaris, blah, 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 blah. This article. So here we go. So you got the variants, right? And you've got the impulsor and repulsor variants. The gladiator uses the repulsor field technology to drift menacingly across the battlefield. Yes. All right, so here's the uber badass. The gladiator's chassis is that of a more heavily armored impulsor with its open top transport bay replaced with a fully enclosed hull. I really do like that badass cannon. It looks
like that one with the big boy cannon?
That big boy cannon, yeah. Of course, I'm a big fan of Laz as well, and so the what are the names? Because I like the different.
So that one right there with the Laz and the Melta, that's the one I want.
Right. Yeah. I really like. I don't know why. Okay, so
Meeks is going to build the Reaper. Which one is that one? I don't know the difference between them.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to get the names. I had the names here. Hold on. Where are they? Okay, here we go. So you got the Valiant, the Reaper, or Lancer.
Oh, there we go.
Right. So the Gladiator kit can be assembled as one of 3 variants: a Valiant, Reaper, or Lancer, and each comes with its own combination of formidable turrets and sponson weaponry. The Reaper's twin heavy onslaught Gatling cannon and pair of Tempest bolters offer this Gladiator variant a level of infantry shredding firepower. that is unrivaled by anything shorter of a super heavy battle tank. So that's pretty cool.
Nice. That's going to be a lot of DACA.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, look
Okay,
at two of those.
so that's the Reaper. That's the one Meeks wants to build.
Right.
Double
the Reaper.
onslaught Gatling cannon.
I like this. I like that. I mean, look at that. He's got, looks like.
If I'm not wrong, I think that's 24 Gatling gun shots.
Good God, man. I mean, and you still, looks like hurricane bolters on that? Is that what those are?
They're called Tempest.
Okay,
bolters.
they're very similar to them. The fact that they're bolters, that would go really well.
But so you're going to get all the bolter buffs on those Tempest bolters because you're Imperial Fist.
Okay, and
that's going to be cool, dude.
Oh man.
Okay, so really like Meek says total with all its guns, the Reaper can put out 42 shots or so per roll.
Holy crap. Holy freaking crap. 42 shots? You're going to be rolling for days. You might as well send your opponent to get coffee, while you're rolling his death. I mean, good God, man. But of course, with my luck, I'll be rolling 42 shots and only 3 go through.
You'll get 42 hits. You do great on hits.
Yep.
It's always the wound roll that throws you off.
All right, that'll be 2 wounds. What just happened? All right. So I believe this one is, let me see, the Valiant. Okay, this is the Valiant.
Valiant is the one I want.
That's the one, yeah. That's the one with the last cannon. They don't call them, they call them twin last talons.
Okay, so last talons have always been like the shorter range last cannon.
Yeah. And then the sponsored mounted multi-beltas. Yeah, this is more of a shorter range vehicle for sure.
So you hover in close and then you do some
this sounds more like your style of fighting right here, Bubba.
Oh yeah, rush in close, do the dammies.
And then of course this is the Lancer pattern. So okay, this is the one I'd like as well. Granting its luxury of effortlessly blasting apart armored prey from extreme range with it. Yep, this is pretty much me, Lancer Laser Destroyer. That's pretty freaking awesome. So I'm curious to know what the specs on that bad boy. Ooh, look at that. Oh, touch. Okay.
That's cool.
It is amazing.
So points cost, the Reaper is the best bang for the buck. But
Reaper,
that's to be expected.
Right.
Because it's the anti-infantry weapons are generally cheaper.
Right.
Things like lasers and multi-meltas tend to be way more expensive.
Yeah, I want this one.
But I just think they're cool.
Yeah, I like the Lancer.
Yeah, we definitely got to get some of these sometime, brother.
Oh, I think so too, man. It says, what's more, the Gladiator looks great in every color, not just the royal blue of the Ultramarines, because, yeah. Of course, all of the chapters that can field Primera Space Marines can include these battle tanks in their arsenal. Arse. Check out this Gladiator in the colors of the Blood Angels chapter, for example. Really pushing that Blood Angels guy.
Well, dude, I think they're the next codex coming out.
Of course, I know. It's just... It looks great, though.
Yeah. Also, I think it's great in the Blood Angels Red because it's kind of an homage to the Ball Predator that had the twin Gatling turret on top of their special Blood Angels Predator.
Right.
So it's kind of a good homage there.
Very nice. That's a Reaper right there.
Yep.
Pretty freaking cool. I think this is a good...
that Lancer you like has a laser-guided shot. That's cool. Especially since there's nothing worse than missing with your last cannons.
Oh, tell me about it.
A laser-guided shot would be awesome.
That would be great. That would be amazing.
How many times have you been like, all I need to turn this game around is to hit my twin last cannon shot right now?
Yep, and never go through. Yep. You're like, all right, I'm going to go
kill myself. That's
always
the feels bad moment.
I hate that, man. I'm serious. If there's nothing else that will make you go into a deep depression, then when I roll last cannon shots,
especially, and I'm not trying to poke fun at you here.
Yeah, you are, because it's true.
No, but what I was going to say is that for you, it's often that you're like the thing that makes the big difference. You're like, okay, my Predator, 4 las cannons in one spot. This is the thing that's going to turn the game around. It's always your predator.
Yep.
They're like, I need this right now.
Yep.
You roll 4 las cannons.
Yep.
Only one goes through, and you're like, how? That mathematically doesn't make sense.
No, exactly. And then you know what? It's funny because I will literally start talking to my damn predator. I will talk to it. All right, you got to do this for me, bud. You got this. I'm really? It's like I'm talking to a 5-year-old in T-ball. You know, you got this, Jimmy. You got this. You can do this. You can hit the ball. No, Jimmy, you're running the wrong way, Jimmy. Oh God. Oh yeah, that's my life. No offense to those who've got kids in T-ball, just saying.
Marco says, "Whoa!"
Wow.
Yeah. Hopefully, they say one Xenos codex is coming out in January. They haven't said which one. Now, I feel like it is more likely to be something like Eldar. However, I'm really, really hoping it's going to be something orky.
That does look really good from transport to mega tank. I like that.
Oh yeah, I love how it shows them kind of on the old and the new.
Yeah,
it's the same chassis.
Yeah,
impulsor.
Yep.
Stick a lot of guns on it.
Repulsor.
Take your guns. And same thing with the old Rhino.
Yeah.
Into the Predator.
Yeah, like this. Yep. There you go. Reiner, not so much. Predator. There's my guy. There's my guy right there. That's him. That's the guy I talk to all the time. My 4 las cannons. You got this, buddy. You can do this. You have the power to wipe Mythos off the map right now. Let's take on that damn Redemptor Dreadnought. Pew pew pew. Pew. All right. Did absolutely nothing. Total whiff. Your turn, Mythos. Yep, that's our conversation.
Freak's childhood team coach. Not that way, you freak. And the name stuck.
That's after I stopped crying, you know. I'm not a freak. Okay, maybe I am.
The little hatch on top, I want to replace because it's just the dude's head sticking out for some reason.
I know. He doesn't need to be
like
there.
On the older tanks, it used to be like a whole top half of somebody pointing or gunning or something.
Yes.
But these new models, it's just the head. I want to replace that head on top with a little cat head, like the meme of the cat at the dinner table. You know, where the lady's screaming and pointing, and then the little cat's kind of poking up from the dinner table.
Yes. The meme cat.
Participation award for Freak's Tank. Thanks for being punctual with your attendance.
Pretty much. Yeah. Over my life, man. Yeah, no, I would get rid of that head. I'd probably put I don't know. Put something up there.
I really want to put a cat head there. Ooh, if I do it on a White Scars tank, not that I need one because I already have a repulsor with 1 billion guns on it. But if I had one and put it on my on a White Scars tank, I could make it a lucky cat head and it would fit in with the theme.
That would be hilarious.
With
Gotta
a little
paint them
paw?
gold. Yep, paint them gold with a paw. Yes.
Or white ceramic.
Or white ceramic. Yeah, that's two. Either works. That's just so cool.
The head has to be Bob. Oh, like Bob the Skull? That would be cool.
That would be so cool.
Oh man, I have to do that now whenever I do my ultra. I guess
that's actually easier to do the
something.
skull.
Do a Dresden.
Dresden theme.
I keep wanting to say Rune Priest librarian.
Yeah,
with the Bob the Skull.
Oh my gosh, that was so cool. Dresden the Wizard. So cool.
Quick note on the Hydra from earlier, it's anti-air, so in top brackets, 5s to hit, and set flyers 3 to hit flyers. And since a lot of people bring flyers, it's going to be hitting on 5s most of the time. That kind of feels bad.
Yeah, it's not that great.
That's orc shooting.
Oh, shit.
And I show you all the time. Putting expensive weapons on orc shooting doesn't work out that well for me.
No, that doesn't. Yeah. We tried that. Yeah. Start rolling like freak, and then the crying starts and the cussing, and all the salt in the world.
I have my hockey stick. Let's do magic. Heavy 8, strength 7, -1, 2 damage. That's a little underwhelming for an anti-aircraft. I mean, 8 shots is a lot. All right, so those looks like some pretty awesome tanks.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I do. I want the one with the big gun. Big gun, daddy.
The aggressive playstyle really matches my wolves and my white scars.
For the Reaper, yes.
For the
Reaper,
the Valiant with the
Valiant?
Malta.
Right, the Reaper. That's the Reaper class.
No, the Reaper's the chain guns.
Oh, right. You're right. The Valiant. Okay, yes, the last Talons and the Meltas.
But as far as big tanks go, I've already got the Sakaran for my wolves and the Repulsor for my scars. So really, it would be putting it in my ultras.
Yeah, but you haven't even played your ultras, man.
Huh?
You haven't even played your ultras.
Well, I only have one squad painted so far.
Yeah,
so.
True.
I'm that's going to be a 2021 goal, is to
you're going to try to
go
push
back,
the
because I have comfortably painted a lot of scars. I'm working on my orcs. They've gone pretty well. Of course, I still need to finish my Tau project. But as far as like my personal armies, I think 2021 goals is going to be my sisters and my ultras, and then maybe eventually my knights. I keep saying I'm going to paint. Every year, I always say at the beginning of the year, like, this year I'm going to paint my knights. Then halfway through the year, I start a new army, and then just everything gets derailed. Like, the year I first said I was going to paint knights, Kyle gifted me the AdMech, and then I painted up all the AdMech. And then last year, I was going to paint the knights, and then I started ultras, and then I moved to white scars, and 2021 ultras and sisters and knights.
Really?
Until I get a new army. And then also I'm going to finish painting my Age of Sigmar army from Brother Oni. That is also another 2021 goal.
Wow, that's a tall order, bud.
Just 3 armies, it's 4 armies. I'm not overcommitting.
No, not at all. No, you never do that.
All the tanks need more tanks. Yeah, definitely.
Explosions! Need more explosions!
That's the way I always think of, like, a start collecting Astra Militarum boxes. Like, all right, 1 infantry squad, and here's 5 tanks. That's what I think of it. That's what it should be, I think. So it looks like we got some cool stuff coming, guys.
Yeah.
I think apparently Meek said he already picked up his tank. I thought they were out tomorrow. I could have been wrong. But apparently Meeks already has one. So that could definitely be something to go on somebody's Christmas list.
Yeah, most definitely.
New Battle Force boxes. And, of course, the new patrol box for the Blood Angels looks like a really, really good investment for, Space Marines.
Yeah, I want that Lancer. That Lancer variant is really good.
Elstadation says, you can do it, Mythos. 4 armies. That's only 3 months per army. You know what? I'm going to buckle down next year. In fact, I feel like I broke 100 models this year.
Well, that's not nice. You're supposed to keep them, Don't break them.
I crossed the finish line for 110 models this year. And I still got a month to go. And if I can do that this year and paint up a pretty sizable orc force this year, I think next year I can knock out those armies, one of those armies is like 1, 2, 3, 4 knights, because I already have 2 of them already painted up. One of them is 4 knights. And admittedly, the Stormcast Eternal army Oni gave me is already half painted. So that actually isn't bad. That actually is that's a reasonable goal to say I might paint those 4 armies.
Hey, write it
Running.
down.
You know what? I'm going to, again, hashtag Elstination as a verb. I think next year I'm going to Elstination the shit out of those 4 armies. Mythos, you can do it. Gamecraft Dragon is proof. I think he painted 14 armies this year.
You can do it.
Everybody else telling me I can do it. Mini Warmutt says, slow your roll, Mythos.
I hope you get to feeling better, Running Bear.
Yeah, absolutely. Running Bear, definitely thoughts and prayers for Running Bear. Getting over some pretty nasty stuff, been a little under the weather. So I hope you heal well and quickly. Oh yes. You are a verb now, my brother.
Oh,
to Elstination something is to paint something quickly with great efficiency and gorgeous level of paint quality. Gamecraft Dragon about to crest 500 models for the year.
Wow. That's some serious cojones, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm feeling pretty good though. I think I've got my painting journal right here. And I may not be at an Elstination or even a big D level yet. But looking at my trend, so the first year I started keeping tabs was 86 models. Last year was 92, and this year 110. So, I feel like I'm trucking along pretty well, and I still got a month left to paint.
Yeah, I think I need to do that. I need to go back and putting stuff on my whiteboard. I tried hanging my whiteboard and it keeps falling, so I'm just gonna get myself a journal and just start putting it on there. Start listing my stuff.
As much as I always joke about Elstination and Big D making me feel bad, they both say all the time that you should never compare yourself to to anyone other than how you did before, right? So the fact that I've improved year after year on both my quality and my number of models painted,
You have?
I think this is definitely a good sign.
Yeah.
Nonsense, Big D, nonsense. He says, to Elstination, to paint many well. To Big D, to paint many models with crayons.
That would be me.
That's so mean. Running Bear says, if you get 1 model a month, you're doing fine. And that's true. It doesn't have to be about quantity. I'm just trying to push myself to do more while still improving my quality. And so when I see, people like Elstination painting absolutely stunning, gorgeous, showcase level armies, in his latest was like 150 models in 3 days.
Man, that's crazy.
And still an amazing level of detail. The fact that he can do that kind of stuff just blows my mind. But even like Big D, he's been improving. Since I started following his channel, I think we're over a year now working with Big D. But since I started following his channel, his quality has been steadily improving all the time, and he's blown through 500 models this year. So
Crazy.
He's definitely not slouching. And he's actually said a few times that he actually slowed down this year, which I find crazy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So it's crazy, absolutely crazy. Someone else that has just been cranking out armies left and right, Pale Orc too. He's just we've seen all the amazing orc stuff he's been chucking out, and then one day he's like, I think I'm going to paint Dark Angels, and then boom, a Dark Angels army. It's very cool stuff. All right, Freakaliciousness. Any closing, my brother?
Good to have my brother back. It was a very, very enjoyable to
Good
have
to be
him
back, my
back.
brother.
Good to be back on our normal schedule. Sorry for the potato moment, but we're gonna get that fixed eventually. You know, really, really excited about the new toys that are coming out. I really want that Lancer. I want the Lancer. Fits perfectly with my Imperial Fists. You know, so something I wanna start to field. I you know what? After all this, I don't want to commit, but I really, really think that I really need to start, you know, getting back and start knocking out some minis, man. I mean, and I always did best whenever I wrote them down. You know, when I had my list that I can see myself, you know, scratching each one out. You know, done. You know, and gives me a sense of accomplishment. So
much like myself, you're motivated by visual progress, and I
Yes.
think the painting journal is one of the things that really helped me.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I'm saying you should do this, but I think the whiteboard does a similar thing for you that the painting journal does for me.
That's exactly right, but I can't hang my stupid whiteboard. I think I left my whiteboard at Atlas, by the way. so I'm just gonna do a journal, and that'll be the best way to do it. That way I can just start. I'm gonna take inventory what I have and just start, you know, writing it down and then cross them out each time I go. So the way to do it.
You should use your Instagram account, Freak. I mean, Freak and I share the Frosted Fist Instagram account. And honestly, both of us could do better about posting to it.
Yeah. I just haven't really completed anything. So hopefully I'll be able to share the Y'all Stormcaller for Running Bear, or for James Meeks here in a little bit. So I might work on it a little more tomorrow. I should be able to finish it tomorrow. Open.
All right, so for me, closing thoughts it is definitely good to be back. And even though I have been feeling, again, since I've been dealing with all the stuff, you know, with emotions and stuff like that, with the death in the family lately, I've been feeling honestly antisocial. But now that I'm back chatting with everyone, it honestly has been like
Therapeutic.
Therapeutic is a great word. Like an itch I didn't realize needed to be scratched, you know, like, I don't know, just a sense of comfort sitting here and spending my Friday night chatting with you guys. And actually, I kind of appreciate things went further off the rails tonight than usual. You know, just cutting loose and having a big laugh. And I don't know, it's just been a good time.
It's like a good case of jock itch, you know? You just got to scratch. And just, no.
No, not saying. Not saying. But that has been awesome. While you're excited about the Lancer, I'm really excited about the Valiant. Mm-hmm. And I think, that might, you know, be a little more move up the board and aggressive than Ultras like to play. But on the other hand, because the game's all about sitting and camping on objectives, you know, might be a good gun platform that can take a middle objective and just, you know, shoot away at the enemy's artillery in the back. So that might be cool.
True.
So yeah, I definitely looking forward to that. That'll be something coming up sometime in the future. Again, I've got 500 million things to paint right now. And of course, like I said, I want to paint some scale models, like the Nighthawk stealth fighter and the B-52 bomber.
I can't wait till you do that. That's going to be really neat.
I'm really excited. I actually sent Mini Warmut a couple of boxes earlier today, you know, like an Amazon screenshot, like, hey, what scale size? Because I don't know anything about scale models. I'm like, what sizes am I looking at here? And you know, he let me know which one would be the closest to like a 40K kind of size.
Right.
And so that was cool. So I think I'm gonna, I'm really looking forward to doing those two to pay tribute. It's gonna be cool. Been there, Mythos, and yes, it takes time to get back to somewhat normal, but you'll get there. Be strong and preserved. Thank you so much.
That's very nice.
The B-52 bomber, aka the Rock Bombster. Nice.
Show myself out.
That's cool stuff. Other closing notes for the show. I actually have a B-52 I made when I was a kid. That's cool. That's really cool. Other closing notes for the show is, of course, we love when you join our show. Also, like I said, Chilling Network Brothers are in the description below. Check out their channels as well. The Pickle Jar does a live show every Wednesday. And of course, Chilling Wargamers does a live show every Thursday. And actually, the Hobby Corner Kev, who's in a corner, and he's a Kev, and Kev in a corner, he does a live show every Friday now, a couple hours before ours starts. So that's another really great hobby show. Really, really nice and chill, and he's always painting and working during his show, getting stuff done.
Nice.
So it's good stuff. Good stuff. We are going to do a patron hangout tonight after the show. So again, if you're interested in doing some live, again, not on air, it'll just be us hanging out, having a good time, doing some hobby, just a friendly hangout. Hit me up, send me a message, and I'll get you invited. But yeah, we're doing a little patron hangout and hanging with some of the fam tonight. And yeah, I think that'll help motivate me to actually get back to doing some hobby and painting tonight. Or at the very least, I'll look at my paintbrushes while I'm hanging out with other people, which, a little extra social contact is probably good for me at this point. I am going to thank our patrons now, so I do get a little excited. If you're if you're wearing earphones or whatever, listening to me, it might be a good time to tone me down because I do get a little excited. But I'm going to start off by thanking our blood claws, such as Heinrich Botha.
Heinrich Botha. Badass name, baby.
Running Bear.
Are you running from a bear?
Richard at the Nerd Life.
Is he a nerd? Don't call him that.
Brother Big Mac Danskull.
He drives a Big Mac.
Big D, the Gamecraft Dragon.
'Cause he's got a big D.
Ryan, the Mini Walmart.
Bow wow, baby.
Chief Live Gaming.
He is the chief.
Inquisitor Zane.
Insane. And where's he been?
He was around for last week's show, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He did. He jumped on there. Like that. That's how we. Go on.
Zach, the Crimson Painter.
Painting with other people's blood.
Joe Bookish.
Big Mad Joe.
Grey Hunter, Brother Roxas.
IT Master.
Wolf Guards, like Kalo.
Drop trowel, baby.
And from High Orbit, the Commodore.
The 80s not the 80s computer.
And then, our ever mysterious Ultimate Wolf Lord, Anonymous.
Could be behind you.
Oh. The Ultimate Wolf Lord and Champion of Fenris, Ultimate Wolf Lord Meeks.
Clap them cheeks.
And of course, our own Smash Captain, wielder of the Banhammer in the chat, the Ultimate Wolf Lord Archer.
Becky wanna smash?
Smash. No pants needed. Good morning, Brother Kaiser. I apologize that we are right at the end. Hate you free. Oh, man. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Again, if anyone wants to get in on our hangout tonight, let me know. We'll do some hobbying together, or at least I'll pretend to hobby while chatting with you guys. And yeah, it'll just be a good time. Hit me up if you're interested. But Brother Roxas, I need to send you a text about hangout later. And yeah, we'll definitely get things going. Guys, thank you so much for joining in. Thanks for lifting my spirits tonight, guys. We appreciate all of you. If you guys liked tonight's episode, please make sure that you grab up an ox and smash that like button in the name of the Emperor. Drop us some comments down below, especially if you're watching in the archives, and feel free to be part of any of these ridiculous conversations. And if you guys are not yet subscribed to the channel, or any of the channels listed below as our Chili Network brothers, then Fricalicioso
Moo.
and I would love to have you as part of the pack here on the Frost Days. Until next time, guys.
Stay frosty.